but it is what it is, bro. We pretty much gonna go into that. That's what he was saying in the movie. He was like, what he say? He said, like in the beginning of the movie when it came on, he was like, first he was being regular, taking things for, how they was going, right? And then eventually what goes on and gets said. Like he got tired of the job. He like, I'm tired of my woman.
Exactly.
And then,
right, they kept on going on.
And he found the other Edomites that was like that. That's like a bunch of rappers, fake businesses. Like these jakes think they like want the higher things, but they still pieces of shit, low level. They really don't want.
They don't want that shit. Yeah.
That's the difference between Jordan Belfort's and the elite. Just like it's a difference between us and the niggas chasing, the momentary fame. I just want to say I had it.
Right.
The elite don't think like that.
They don't think like that. They think it's complete continuation.
That's why exactly, complete continuation. That's why the elite, that's why it's the versus the elect. Everybody else,
Far in between. Not even damn near in between. Like directly in the damn middle.
They want $1 billion. Y'all just want a couple million.
Yeah, hot, cold, and then
The elite want everything. They want everything. They want, look, so much to the point they want immortality.
Right. That's what they hit. That's literally what they hit.
They just like us.
Uh-huh.
You don't see them,
Exactly.
They really running everything.
Yeah. They not in, yeah.
The same thing on this side. But again, their attempts of everything is futile. Futile attempts. Because it's already written how this is going to play out. You connected to your joint?
Kind.
It's already written. Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, come. All right. So yeah, man. That's pretty much what we're gonna get into. But before we do, all praises, honor, and glory be to Yahweh, Bahashem, Bahashem. One more time. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakwadash.
I gotta get that right. Slide.
All right, we good. Remember, we're on mic. But anyway, goddamn, double honors to the apostles over the Great Millstone Church. Salutations as well to the elder bishops, and the rest of the elders of Akim, also the branches hold forth his true word, true life, and for true life and all true faith and sincerity. So yeah, we coming back again. All right, we out here, Northwest Arkansas branch, and we pretty much just gonna go into what you was just possibly hearing through the spirit, and that's dealing with everything. Basically we was talking about the differences of the people, So you got the regular people, right? And then you got the elite. We good?
Filming?
Yeah, you're all right. You're all right.
I'm sorry.
You're all right.
Oh, you fine.
You got the the modern, middle class, regular class, and then you got the elite, right? Now we know this world is a so-called white man's world, right? So yeah, white people run everything, right? But in reality, it ain't really like that,
Right.
Because most Edomites don't really got it like that, You got white girls out here faking like they family got money because she on her white girl rich shit. You know what I'm saying? Daddy probably gave her $170,000, $90,000. She bought a $110,000 car with a car on a car note. Didn't even buy it though. You know what I'm saying? Daddy, got this And that, you know, and you get to the daddy because it's like, what did you do to even get, you know,
even this
that you driving around in, a cherry red Mercedes Benz or something like this, a phone bigger than your hand. Like, what did you do to get that? You know, how did you get that? Why do you have this? What's the point? But again, what did you do to get this? So in a lot of cases, most cases, it's going to be, you know, they dads, they, you know, family heirloom or something like that. Or she got some type of will or something like that. I don't know, you know. And a lot of them out here are just riding around, keeping up that old stereotype that, you know, blondes have more fun and, you know, rich white girl and all that shit. Most of these damn people are on their way out and been on their way out for over 30 years now, you know. All these things you hear about as far as the Great Recession and things like that, that's white people problems. It's not Jake problems because Jake ain't never had nothing.
exactly.
So most of this stuff going on in the world is propaganda for the world to believe is their issues, when really sometimes it's either not people's issues at all or it's only a certain people's issue, you know? And we see this crap, all right? So when you really look at it, it'd still be dumb to not think white people ain't running the earth. But then, because obviously that's not the case. Now that leads you to the elite.
Right.
See that? We get Psalm 64 and 8. That leads you to the elite. Now the elite start with like the banking families, you know? But then you go to the Rockefeller, who's not necessarily a banking family. You know, Rockefeller, he got his rise to monopolizing everything with a very wicked agenda. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of got that.
He had a very wicked agenda, and and once he took over everything he wanted, which is the school system, the medical, pharma industry. You know what I'm saying? Which pharma just mean witchcraft. You know, for the pursuit of witchcraft, right? He got into other industries that would make him look good. It's like for Jake to understand, Jay-Z, he make moves that look good for him. You know, that's hot. You know, so when things was going digital, he started Tidal.
Right.
When the sports was really becoming a staple, like for Jake, for black people's way out, he started Rock Nation Sports. You know what I'm saying? And so forth and so on with this dude. He got tied into the Brooklyn Nets, all this bull crap, right? So that's how the elite move, you know? A lot of things is just for their portfolio. It's for a look. So Rockefeller pretty much did that, you know? He ended up getting into oil. That family got oil mines in South America. You see what I'm saying? He got behind because he seen it was a good look. He seen what oil was leading.
Right.
You know? Oh, airplanes is about to start being a thing. That's why he was the one that actually invested in the Wright brothers. The oil they used to fly that airplane, that so-called first airplane, was fucking goddamn oil
from him,
provided by him. You know, because the Rockefeller owned Mobile, the gas station. That means they supplying a lot of motor oil for different vehicles and aircrafts. You know what I'm saying? And then he was able to get in to the next big wave that will come from oil, which is gas stations. You know? Because you can't have gas without oil. You know, so fuel. So we see what the hell going on, bro. You know? A lot of these damn regular devils is proud.
Proud as hell.
They just want to believe the hype that the white people, you know, it's you know, white America's for white people, and you know we can have our imagination. And when they, you know, these damn devils, these elite devils is on the whole, you know, they done took y'all out too. All right, you got it.
Yeah, it's the book of Psalms, chapter 64 and 8. It says, "So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves."
You can actually start at 1.
Yeah, I'm gonna start at 1. Psalm 64 and 1. "Hear my voice, O God, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy."
Yep, preserve my life, man. How the Lord preserve, because he allows us to see what's going on. You know, who really running what, and we able to see through illusions. Most of these little white girls moms pick up thinking they got money, they broke as hell riding around on a car note. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got no money for real, you know? And then our people pursue that because they believe that they got it. And America's a place where you can have, or really in America, everybody broke. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Everybody being robbed. Everybody's doing a lot of mischievous things to get money. You see what I'm saying? So we're kept from that pain and agony and stress from trying to even, you know, live like that.
Yeah, pursue it, yeah.
By being put on game that this is what's actually going on, you know, by way of the elite. So the Lord got us thinking on the elite level. You see what I'm saying? That's why we looking past this place. You know, we ain't simping to no damn woman. You see what I'm saying? We not simping to no damn white girl. You know what I'm saying? We ain't kissing a white man ass. You know? Nigga trying to boss you around at work and he a goddamn slave that don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? He a homeborn slave. Israel not. All right? You got it. So we the Lord, he's made us free, true free thinkers, man.
Yep.
You know? Free from being bound by the thoughts of the God of this world. Let's get that too real quick. You know, the 4th chapter, what's that? The God of who have blinded, I want to say it's Corinthians 3. Might be 4 and 3.
Searching.
He had blinded the eyes of the minds of these people, man. Who? The God of this world. And that's what we getting into. We getting into dealing with this Psalm 64. It's like the 4th chapter or something. God of this world blinded. Right there. Yeah, 2 Corinthians 4.
Yep.
Go ahead. Start at 3.
Yeah, this is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 3. It says, but if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost.
So if you can't see what's being said, you probably gone already. You know, you probably need to go home and pray on it. You see what I'm saying? If you don't see the relevancy on what we even getting at and talking about, you need to pray on it, man. If any man lack wisdom, let him, pray to God that he will give him wisdom. I want to say that's James 2 and 8, but keep going.
Yeah, this on verse 4, 2 Corinthians chapter 4, it says, in whom the God of this world.
See, and this is due to, go ahead.
Whom the God of this world.
These damn white people, so-called white people, the white man. I don't give a damn how y'all want to try to act like we only talk about the white man. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is, bro. You know? He's at the face of every crime.
Yep.
He's at the core of your delusion, the core of all your endeavors. You know what I'm saying? That's in the Bible. Get that real quick. Just hold it. He said, envy not the oppressor. That wouldn't be written if Jake wouldn't envy somebody that's oppressing him. If Jake would have nobody oppressing him, that Bible verse it'd be obsolete.
Sorry.
If it wasn't gonna be any more oppressors, no one being oppressed, and people envying, hence having Stockholm syndrome by the one that's oppressing them.
Exactly.
Wanting to be just like him. It wouldn't even be written. Let's get it real quick.
Yep. This is the book of Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 31. It says, envy thou not the oppressor.
Which most people do. So the Lord putting us on game. He said, envy thou not. He talking to his children. He said, you don't do this. This is what all the other nations do. Or where you get that from? That's also in the Bible. We're going to get that too. Go ahead.
It says, and choose none of his ways.
See, and choose none of his ways. Because all his ways that people taking, these different avenues to life, was they all lead to death. But guess what? He laid them out. You know what I'm saying? He like, here, you can play sports. You can do this. You can
He at the helm of everything.
Every damn thing. He set up all the religions, right? All the colleges. Again, the Rockefeller owned all the colleges. They could control the curriculum, right? He owns the medical field. These are facts. He owns all the gas and oil. These are facts. That's just one family. All right? Go ahead. These facts.
Yep. Hop back.
You
I'll
finished?
read that again, yeah.
Yeah, one more time.
Yeah, Proverbs chapter 3 and 31. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
See, and choose none of his ways, man. You know? He know you ain't gonna be able to come up through these ways. That's why he laid them out.
Exactly.
You know? Well, why would he do that? Because he don't want you to come up. He want everything for his damn self. You know? You better pay attention to what's going on, man. He wants you to think every little white girl in a nice car got money. No, she don't. Who put that stereotype out here?
Mm-hmm.
He did.
Exactly.
He got people thinking that all white people, like, you know, do the same exact shit. It can't none of them be trusted, but not all y'all the same. You know? But again, you know, the Lord, you know, and these people done bought into this crap, man. That's what's wrong with them. White people themselves have bought into it.
Exactly.
They think they run shit and they actually don't. And now that they realizing they don't, they mad as hell. Mm-hmm. That's what the whole left versus right is about. Cause they bought into that crap, man. It was all a part. It was an option. It was two options put out here for people. For them to believe is representing two different forces.
Exactly.
But all on the same agenda, which is not an agenda of what's best for the people. It's what's best, you know, or gonna give time for the elite to take every damn thing. You know? This was going on. So you can't get caught up in all of this, man. All right? Just can you read that one more time?
Yeah,
then we're gonna get that in Revelation.
Yeah, Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
Yep. So let's go, let's get this one real quick. This is in the Torah, the Torah. See this? He said, "Don't do this. This is all the nations do." See if I can get that really quick. When you come into the land. So yeah, man. See if I can get, yep. This is Deuteronomy in the land, but for the wickedness of these nations, to the lie. Yeah, so you're not supposed to be like that, but for the wickedness. Get Deuteronomy 12 and 30, if you can.
Yep. This the book of...
And then Deuteronomy 8 and 18 and 9.
Okay.
All right? That's really the one. Matter of fact, just go there. Straight to the point.
18 and 9?
Yeah.
This the book of Deuteronomy chapter 18 and verse 9. It says, when thou art come into the land which the Lord thy God, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, giveth thee, thou shalt not learn to do after the abominations of those nations.
Mm-hmm. That's it. You see? Because he said these things that he's telling us not to do, all these nations do. Right? So for example, just read through 14.
Yeah, kind.
Real quick.
This is on verse 10. It says, there shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire.
Yeah, see that? That's like passing your child to Molech, sacrificing your child. You know, people, you know, child star, and you know, and
exactly.
It's our way out, and you know, you get, you know, all that. That's that American crap. You got
exactly. It. Said through the spirit, the brother, he did a lesson on that earlier this week with Will Smith and his daughter, what he did with her.
Yeah, kind, yep. You got it.
It says, or that useth divination, or an observer of times, or an enchanter of a witch. It's like, or an enchanter or a witch.
Meaning, you're not supposed to be trying to tap into life by any way in the right hand of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. That's what make you a witch. Because that means you're dealing with deceit. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead.
Yeah.
So do that.
It says, or a charmer.
Go ahead.
Or a consulter with familiar spirits.
Go ahead.
Or a wizard.
See?
Or a necromancer.
Yeah, see? Now that would mean Esau, he's doing that. You see what I'm saying? He's a goddamn wizard. He played with dead bodies. You know what I'm saying? He ain't supposed to be like that, man. You know, dudes, like really in the spirit, dudes sleeping with dead ass women.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, completely.
It's like spiritual necromancy.
Yep.
You know? That's heavy because he tell a priest not that they can't have a woman that's basically already been dealt with. You know what I'm saying? They can't have it. Cause why? That's basically like a dead body. You know, and it said you can't even the priest couldn't even defile themselves for a dead body. You know, except it be for the
Close.
Yeah, close relative of a hierarchy, father, mother. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Things of that sort. Which that's in the scriptures, but not the point. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 18 and verse 12. It
But
says,
you see the American way within all this. You got it.
It says, for all that do these things are an abomination unto the Lord Yahweh.
And that's why you don't want to do it, because it'll make you abomination unto the Lord Yahweh. Go ahead.
And because of these abominations, the Lord Yahweh
And
thy God.
especially once you've been brought back to Yahweh through Yahweh Shah, so to make you abomination, not only in Yahweh, unto Yahweh, but abomination unto Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shah. That's even crazier, you know? That's even crazier. You got it?
It says, and because of these abominations.
That's why the Lord had to die and be mutilated how he was, because our people were so deep and would be so deep in the plans of this damn elite devil. You know? Go ahead.
Yep.
The elite of these devils. You got it?
And because of these abominations,
Yeah.
the Lord thy God doth drive them out from before thee.
See? Because these nations, this is why we know the Lord ain't dealing with these heathens, because this is what they do. And this is why he kicking them out of the land, so they ain't in our land at all when we there. Because this is how they just get down naturally. And that's how it's going to be in the kingdom. You know? Every nation that don't serve Yahweh Shah Shah getting destroyed. But they never going to really be able to do it without messing up and, you know, going the hell off. Because they not going to be in perfect bodies.
They heathens.
They not going to be in perfect bodies.
Exactly.
You know? And they not going to get perfect bodies like the brother said, because they heathen. You know? That's what they was born to be, hence a homeborn slave. But thou not supposed to do that. We're not supposed to do that. Go ahead.
Yep. Verse 13 says, thou shalt be perfect with the Lord thy God.
Thou shalt be, that's the spirit. Thou shalt be perfect. See that? That's why we're getting the perfect bodies, the new bodies, so we can be perfect. Because if we was doing the same thing, we'd be hypocrites, right? So the Lord gonna ensure that's not the case in the kingdom. Go ahead. So you know the kingdom not really for everybody. How you gonna enjoy the kingdom if you might get destroyed for going off in it? What you definitely gonna do in these damn decrepitable things. Go ahead.
Yeah, this verse 14, it says, for these.
And especially if you was made to go off. He ain't giving the heathen a new body because they was made to damn go off. Go ahead.
Yep. It's on verse 14, it says, for these nations which thou shalt possess.
Because when the kingdom comes, is the balance of the Lord gonna go away? No. It's gonna always be a such thing as good and evil. If it was just, if everybody got new bodies, it wouldn't be no balance no more.
Exactly.
The good is gonna come from us, and the evil gonna come from the heathen. Go ahead.
Yep. Deuteronomy 18 and 14, for these nations which thou shalt possess, hearken unto observers of times and unto diviners.
See?
But as for thee,
Yep.
the Lord thy God hath not suffered thee to do so.
See? That's why he gave us this word. He called us the Israelites. Why he whooping our ass, because you ain't supposed to be doing this. You know? Why he allow our eyes to see, like, look at this heathen stuff. You know? And a lot of these heathens, you know, if they just happen to be a little different, can see the stuff they do, and people do don't make no sense either. You know? That's why you have certain people that's able to confess unto this truth already. You know what I'm saying? Us being the Israelites and being right. That's written in the scriptures. The Lord said if we keep this and hold to this, because it's our wisdom in the sight of the nations, they're going to go on and say, surely this is a wise, you know?
Yeah.
Because the Lord said he will give us a tongue to where ain't nobody going to be able to gainsay, you know?
Exactly.
I don't give a damn what you believe. You just innately know something that's right and wrong, you know? People know, I don't give a damn how long you went to school and what you studied.
None of this.
Is the white man the devil for these reasons? You know what I'm saying? Thus saith the scriptures. How you gonna gainsay that?
Yep.
You know? And if you do, but
without being proud.
Yeah, but without being and if you do go on to do that, without being proven to be a liar.
Exactly.
An outright liar.
Exactly.
Hence proud. You know? So I got something real quick.
Yep.
This is Deuteronomy 12, and I'm gonna jump to the point. It says, start at 28. It says, observe and hear all these words which I command thee, that it may go well with thee and with thy children after thee forever, when thou do that which is right and good in the sight of the Lord. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Well, you know, at this point, but it says, when Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, or Yahweh shall cut off thy God, thy power shall cut off the nations from before thee, whither thou goest to possess them, and thou succeedest them and dwellest in their land, right? Take their place. It says, succeedest them. See that? It says, take heed to thyself, that thou be not snared by following them. After that they be destroyed from thee. It says, and that thou inquire not after their gods, saying, how did these nations serve their gods? Even so will I do likewise. See, even so will I do likewise. So you're not even supposed to get into what they try to get into. Let me see what's going on this this parade, this LGBT parade. What's this? There's an event over there. Yeah, let's go check that out. Let me see what they, you know.
Yeah, the little situation we drove past, like trying to roll up into this. Slide.
Yeah.
Yeah, about you.
Go ahead. What you saying?
No, yeah. You know, just a situation we drove past the other day. You know, it was some whole otherworldly type job. You know what I'm saying? Some wicked looking stuff. We drove past it because we
after camp.
Yeah, we drove past it because we ain't got no business being in that. You know what I'm saying? We don't even have a desire to be of it.
I forgot I recorded that shit.
Brother recorded it just for the edification.
So if I can add, it says, follow not the way of the heathen.
Mm-hmm.
It be works of the heathen, wickedness of the heathen, creations and imaginations of heathen.
Yep. So let's go ahead and go back to the ones you originally hold.
2 Corinthians and then the Psalms 64.
That's all you had?
Yeah.
Okay,
And then Proverbs.
Revelation. So Revelation. So one more time on the Proverbs we just read.
Yep.
What was it, 3 and 31?
Yep. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, and verse 31. It says, envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
Revelation 13, you get it. So yeah, man. All right, so that's how you had this written. So obviously it's a man that's at the top, that would be at the top, you know, that you can envy. You see what I'm saying? You can like want the things he has. You can go about things the way he goes about it. Because if that wasn't the case, this wouldn't be written. If that's no longer the case, is the scriptures null and void? I thought every word of God was pure. I thought you can't diminish nothing from it. You see what I'm saying? So how would this still, how would thinking that be true? If all that's the case according to the scriptures itself, the Lord himself, it wouldn't. So you need to repent, all right? So again, we ain't to choose this man way. He laid out everything that people pick from. He laid out the way people think, you know, the way that people think they supposed to be, you know? You being lied to. These people on their way down, man. It's an elite that's over everything, you know? That's what it's coming down to. It's coming down to the elite versus the elect, all right? So go back to the Corinthians 4. Then we're gonna get an example. 13 and on that Revelation, and started like, let me see it when you get there. Go ahead.
Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 4. Verse 3 is what I'm gonna read.
Start at
It says, but
8.
if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them
like 11,
that are lost. It says, in whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds
really the point 11.
of them which believe not.
Yeah, so there it is, man. So if you in that case of thinking like this and can't see these things, you've been blinded by the man that's ruling this world. That's became, because the God of this world is not Yahweh, man. You know? The God of this world is the so-called white man. That's just facts. That's according to Yahweh, the actual God himself. Now, the Heavenly Father actually running everything, but he's not the face. He's not the power. He's not the one that people go to. Even when people think they're going to him, they're going to the white man. Because their way to the Heavenly Father is through how the white man says you're supposed to get there. How Esau says you to get there. Said you was to get there. And who made it like that? The elite. All right? You finish that verse?
Just a little bit more.
Go ahead.
It says, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Hamashiach,
See?
Exactly.
See that? Go ahead.
Who is the image of the Heavenly Father.
See, so he not the face. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is not the face of this world. Hence, he's not the God of this world. That's why the image of the who truly run things is not depicted as it is.
Right.
It's not spoke about as it is. It's misrepresented. And that's a so-called black man, right, who's against all of this crap, who prophesied that this world was going to end. But instead, in this world, you get one that don't look nothing how he looked, nor said none of the things he taught against or prophesied that was going to happen. You get one that look like a leprous, what so-called, that look like the damn people that supposedly got everything, right? That, and he love everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's what you get. And the elites did that on purpose so they can get to where they trying to get to. They want you people to, that's why it says don't choose none of his ways. All right? You finish the verse?
A little bit more.
Go ahead.
Yeah. It says.
Before you get that, Baba Kashab, you can get
It said.
Matthew. Go ahead. Matthew 7.
It says who
7,
is the
13.
image of God should shine unto them.
See? So you don't actually get to the true Father, man. So you don't actually come and listen to us because they knew he looked like us. But he knew they know we was the people that was gonna represent him. So if they tell you God white, and then we bring our black asses out here, you ain't gonna listen. That's one way they did it. And then the other way, when you hear the actual doctrine of Yahweh, you ain't gonna agree with it because you believe you already heard the doctrine of Yahweh, which is he love everybody. That's not true. You know what I'm saying? Who did that? Just all white people? No. Somebody that had the power to do it and that will have the power now. That's the elite. All right? So
and adding to what he's saying, like our last class, we talked about how the people in Israel aren't the people.
33 and 31.
And also how they're trying to manifest events to prove that they're the people when they're not the people.
Yeah, they trying to make up events, act like they got events. But real quick on that, real quick. So this for case in point, 7 and 13. Then we're gonna read that one after this though. Read that one time.
Yeah, Proverbs chapter 3 and 31. Envy thou not the oppressor.
Right. So listen real closely. Go ahead.
And choose none of his ways.
None of whose?
None of his ways.
His what?
His ways.
So his ways. The Lord said, don't choose none of his ways. None of the ways he take. None of the, cause he designed them intentionally for you to end in destruction, right? Don't choose none of his ways, cause they all gonna lead to death. If you get that in Proverbs, you know what I'm saying? Bring it out.
Yeah,
real quick,
Con.
bro.
Matthew 7 and 13, enter ye in at the
14
straight gate.
chapter, 16 chapter.
For
Yeah.
wide is the gate,
See?
and broad is the way,
Is the what?
that
Go ahead.
leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat.
And many are where?
Many there be,
Yeah, many
There
there
be.
be. Come on.
many there be
Uh-huh.
which go therein.
Yeah, so there's a lot of people, but those people are literally there. They're not in the one way that only leads to life. They're not actually before the Heavenly Father. They trying to get life through all other means, hence ways that the oppressor himself laid out, you know, to be ways to get life. And you know what? A lot of people dying. A lot of people broke. A lot of people stressed because they trying to keep up something they can't keep up. You see what I'm saying? You got that?
Yeah, Con.
Go ahead.
This the book of Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 25. It says, there is a way
You can go to
that seemeth right unto a man,
Revelation.
but the end thereof are the ways of death.
Right. So you got to discern. That's why the scriptures say, ponder the path of thy feet. You got to discern this, man. You know? You got to know. That's why you got to know what's going on. You know? It's a ruler running every damn thing, man. You know? So you got to question everything now. Like, well, did he give us this? Did he get, who taught me how I get this? Yada, 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 yada. Now, they be like, man, well, the white man want that book. Why y'all got that book? The reason why we got this book is because it completely lines up with what we see. You see what I'm saying? It says things that hasn't even happened yet that's starting to show itself. And that's how we know. And it told us how, and it was supposedly, not even supposedly, it's the words of the Heavenly Father, whom his son that was recorded to have came to the earth. And I just said recorded because we obviously can't remember back then, right? But who also co-signed it. Right. And he said, I foretold you all things. That way, when they come to pass, you will believe that I am he. That's what he said. So that's how we know this is true. The shit the damn devil telling us is gonna happen, it ain't happening. He say he's rounding up Mexicans, he getting black people, so-called black people now. They out here talking about Jake back in Chicago, all over the damn America basically, but definitely in Chicago saying they not even checking IDs.
Exactly, they snatching one.
They just snatching people. That's the damn devil coming down having great wrath, as we've been saying, you know, being made to say, man. As this book says. So that's why. That's why we hold to this. Though the damn so-called white man sell this book. That's why. Because he didn't write these, he didn't write the knowledge of it. It's not his knowledge. You know? It was the writings of a people that was on earth that the creator spoke to, that was told to write, and they wrote it down. And then it was in scrolls, it was in different languages. And then those scrolls was translated from the languages they was in, which is the Hebrew and the Greek, and they was translated into the language we speak mainly on earth today, which is basically English. That's basically the #1 language. You know what I'm saying? And then what? But the specifics with that wasn't done by a white man. The first man to ever translate the New Testament from English into into English from Greek was a so-called black man. When black people so-called was ruling, who are actually the Israelites, the people that was given these same things to begin with to write down. You know what I'm saying? William Tyndale, all right? During the time of the medieval ages, as the so-called white man likes to depict them, hence the dark ages. The reason they're dark, because we was ruling, the so-called dark people of the earth. And there was a time where he was in the caves, you know, he lost his dick, you know what I'm saying? Esau ain't know his left from his right, you know? He ain't know food from, you know? That's when the Roman Empire had failed. And then the Holy Roman Empire, as they call it, was erected. That's when basically Jake took over for a time being. And then what ended up happening, the rest of the scriptures got translated, you know, from Hebrew, right? They got translated from Hebrew into the English by the authorization of King James, who was a so-called black man. That's the damn devil tell you was a so-called white man. And that's one way he get Jake to do this. You know what I'm saying? Just step away. So the only thing he's done since then was make copies of that being done by those two men to bring forth these writings that was the writings of the people that the Lord was only dealing with, you know, on earth, to give the knowledge of what's going to happen and what's going on and how things are to be. And those people were called the Israelites. Those men themselves was Israelites, so-called black men, who took those same writings from the Greek and the Hebrew they was in and put them in English. And that's it. Old Testament, Apocrypha, and the New. And then ever since then, you know, they obviously put out copies. And ever since then, when the devil came back into power, right, he just duplicated them, you know? Cause why? He ain't truly in control.
Right, clearly.
The Lord made him do you think if he could not get rid of this book, if he could get rid of this book, he wouldn't have did it?
Yeah.
It condemned him. It exposed him. That's why when we reading it, they did it. It's a particular part. I should have time-stamped it. We were talking about this past class.
Yep.
They was gonna do it. They did it on one particular instance. So they ain't take the video down, they ain't delete the channel, they ain't mess the whole thing up. But they was strategic this time. I'm like, oh, y'all gonna try to make it seem like ain't nobody really there. We watching y'all, bro. Why? Because we know everything that got power and truth to it, this devil always infiltrated. So we know y'all watching. It'd be dumb to think otherwise, you know? And we ain't doing this off no money or nothing. This is like pure influence from the Heavenly Father, all right? So again, this not a way that the damn devil laid out for us to take. Yeah, he dealt with the Bible, but he was like, read it like this.
Right.
He didn't teach it to you as it actually says. Israelites are the only ones to teach it. He said, here, no, white man could teach it, China man could teach it. You know what I'm saying? No, this don't mean that. You know what I'm saying? It's proven to mean this from all these different places in it.
Exactly.
And you like, it don't mean that. Here it is, God gonna kill all these people and people just think he love everybody. He don't do it. It doesn't make sense.
Crazy.
Where they get that shit from? The way to go about the Bible that came from the devil himself, not from God. So that's why it says that in Corinthians, all right? The God of this world has blinded these motherfuckers' minds, man.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
One more time. Yeah, you got it.
2 Corinthians 4 and verse 3. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost.
Yeah, man.
In whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not.
Yeah, you gotta ask, who's the God of this world? What is this world driven by? Who runs this world? Who's the face of this world? You see what I'm saying? It dang sure ain't the Heavenly Father, man. You know? The dang sure ain't the Heavenly Father that's recorded in this Bible. You know? Go ahead.
Yep. Finishing the scripture.
It ain't the one that got the rep that we read about in the Bible.
Mm-hmm. At all.
This is the one these people, was blinded by is a man with a whole nother rep. A God that never existed. You got it.
Yeah, it says, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Hamashiach, who is the image.
Who is the image
of the Heavenly Father.
Dealing with image.
Exactly.
You know? Go ahead.
Should shine unto them.
See? They don't want you to actually hear the true rep of God, how he got down. So how the Lord had to have it, he had to also have us right that he don't change.
Right.
You know? The things written aforetime written for our learning. See that? So that way you got a clear, layout of how God get down and what he expects. Because he don't change. And then so you read this Bible and then you read he don't change. So now it's clear. It can be clear and stay clear to your ass. Especially to you Israelites out there. All right, so for example, what you still holding? The Corinthians and the Psalms?
Psalms.
All right,
yep.
So for example, one of his ways, bring it up.
11.
Yep, 13:11.
Revelation 13:11.
Yep.
And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and spake as a dragon.
Go ahead.
And he exercised all the power of the first beast before him.
All right, so let's break that down. One more time from the top.
From 11?
Yeah, from the top.
Revelation 13:11, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth.
Right? So this not literally talking about another beast. It wasn't a damn Loch Ness monster that came out of the earth. All right? It was another rulership. But keep going.
And he had two horns like a lamb.
Right, and this rulership basically brought forth, this is the rulership of the so-called white man, to say the least. But this rulership brought forth what? A system, a political party. What? Because in a nutshell, what this is talking about is the basically Rome and Rome 2.0. How? Because in Rome, ancient Rome, they had what? They had two political parties. The option of the illusion of choice. But the thing is, right? Those choices was given by the devil, the damn deceiver himself. Right? And those those options was given to people known as the patricians and the plebeians. But guess what? During that time, you had something called the patres. Well, no, the patricians actually go back to the patres, right? Which goes back to the 300 fathers, all right? Which is a bloodline that was actually running every damn thing. So that was your modern day or your ancient time of being. That was your ancient instance of today's political parties, such as the Democrats and the Republicans, or the Republicans and the Democrats. But then, which is basically the government, right? But behind that was an oligarchy, actually running every goddamn thing. Now we can go a little bit further into it so you can understand, because ultimately Rome was ran by one person because it became a monarchy. You know what I'm saying? It became a complete monarchy. And they determined who that monarch was. That's why you had in America nothing but Edomites ruling. You know what I'm saying? And then, since they're the devil, trying to keep things from you, they had to keep you to sleep to that. So they did what? They threw out they threw a fake Jake out. They said, go out there, which is Barack Obama. You see what I'm saying? And he not a Jake. Because the main people he needs to keep sleep is you Israelites. He needs you to not see this because he needs you to buy into the ways so you can die. You know? He could beat all the heathens, but if he can't beat Jake, guess what? He can never rule. You see what I'm saying? So you can read, you can go ahead and finish that.
Revelation 13:11, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb,
See?
spake as a dragon.
Yeah. So he was as a lamb. He came as if he was good. You know what I'm saying? He came as if he was innocent. He came as if he was pretty much blameless, blemishless. You know? He came claiming Christ to be a Jew. But whole time this nigga was a damn devil. He was a damn serpent. That's these damn devils. That's the elite. They come as a lamb. Who is the lamb? A Jew. Israel, Yasha'Allah, Yahushua. That lamb go back to the Jews. So these people come like they the Jews. They come talk about the Bible and all of this stuff. You know, they come like as if they're innocent. But whole time they the damn devil, man. You know? So this right here is talking about these damn horns, right? That look like they oppose each other, but they're on the same beast. You see what I'm saying? It's on the same agenda. And the only people that see it like that is those on the outside looking. You know? You don't even realize that. As soon as you join either party, you just joined this beast agenda. You don't even realize that. You looking at it like this. It's a beast right here and it got 2 horns. You're like, oh, you know, if we could put it to you in the symbolism of an animal, right? Because it's not literally that. And it's be a Republican, be a damn Democrat. But both sides is working for the same agenda. That's to get 500 million people destroyed, to keep the ways of Yahweh Shemiah Shah from being, you know, listened to by people on earth, and ultimately to keep the Israelites in a dead state. Hence, not suffering them to be buried in graves.
Right.
You know? So people are like, man, the reason why it's like this because we got to vote, man. You niggas don't vote. Our ancestors fought to vote. That dumb shit. When the Lord said don't do that. These options of choice, these options of possibly making your future better was told to you by the fucking oppressor. That the Lord told your ass not to envy. He said choose none of his ways. I don't give a damn what he give you as an option. Don't take none of it. Because it all leads to death. If you can read that one more time.
Yep.
Proverbs
chapter 16. 3 and 31.
Yeah.
Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor.
And a lot of you do it because you want what Esau got. You know what I'm saying? They want the foreign. They want the bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They want the money. Think about it. All niggas want is money, but Esau face all over it. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of this nigga shit.
Yeah.
I got a lot of what he got.
Exactly.
Esau got a lot of money. He all over the money. You just want to fill your pockets with his face.
His face and shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
That's envy and oppressor, bro. Come on.
Proverbs 3 and 31. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
See? And choose none of his ways. So anything he lay out to you like this right here, your ass wasn't supposed to deal with it, bro. That was a revelation. Is that actually talking about a beast? You know what I'm saying? A damn with some horns and no. It's talking about a system. You see what I'm saying? That devours, talking about a man, right? If you really want to break it down, right? Go to Ecclesiastes real quick, 3 and 16. Go to Proverbs 16 and 25.
Yep.
Till you get there.
Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 25.
Ecclesiastes 3 and 16.
There is a way that seemeth right unto a man.
Right, hold that.
Kind.
Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes 3 and 16.
Go ahead.
And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment.
Yep.
That wickedness was there.
Jump to 18.
Verse 18, I said in mine heart concerning the estate of the sons of men.
Of who?
Of the sons of men.
See? Go ahead.
The state of the sons of men.
So the sons of men is the different men, the classifications of men that's on the earth, right? Go ahead.
That God, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, might manifest them.
Yeah, and this is talking about making that clear, making these people clear for what they is, the different type of men that's on the earth. Go ahead.
And that they might see that they themselves are
For the purpose of them being able to see. Go ahead. That they themselves may see what?
That they themselves may see that they might see that they themselves are beasts.
That you're a beast, and that is what? A beast. Because if you don't got the ways of the knowledge, the wisdom, or understanding of God, you a beast. Like Nebuchadnezzar. Though he was a king, though he was ruling everything, he was a goddamn beast. He became a beast. The Lord let him literally play out what he actually was in reality. So this is how we know right here. This is telling you that this man that this brother is reading about, or that this beast is talking about, is a system of men. You see what I'm saying? So you can go back to the Revelation 3. All right? Revelation 13, 13 and 11.
Revelation 13 and 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth.
See? Now what come out of the earth? Beasts. Men. So that's talking about men. You know, another damn man coming up out of the earth. But this is the end of the book. All the other heathens don't rule. So it's talking about the so-called white man. Right? Now, this is the heavy thing. Rome already going on. All right? So this is Rome 2.0. This is America. You know what I'm saying? And Rome, because Rome at the time being ran by who? Esau, the so-called white man. So if it's another beast getting ready to come up when there's already a beast going on, you see what I'm saying?
It's gotta be
because it's the same fucking beast that sentenced John to the island of Patmos.
Exactly.
See, it's a case going on. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot of damn clues. There's a lot of damn mysteries that need to be solved. You know what I'm saying? It's a crime scene. Lord trying to break it down. You got it? You was gonna say something?
No, it just brought me to that word contention, but something different.
Yeah, man.
You know.
So if Rome already going on, and Rome sentenced John the island of Patmos, right? This is during a Roman, you know. Matter of fact, I only got my red Bible. This is like 90, was it 78 or 98 AD? So Jerusalem was already sacked.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Jerusalem was already sacked at this point. So this is how we know this talking about America. See that? Now how the hell can you see this? Read it one more time.
Revelation 13:11.
It's talking about the America through the so-called white man coming into power. You see what I'm saying? Which would be Rome 2.0. Right? Go ahead.
And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth.
Yeah.
And he had two horns like a lamb.
Mm-hmm.
And he spake as a dragon.
Mm-hmm. See? That's it. So let's talk about another empire ruler. That's America. Rome 2.0 coming back. Because Rome was written to come back in the scriptures. Now, if it was written to come back and no one else was deemed to rule except Esau, who's the so-called white man, he would come back in power, in other words, in the form of America. That's why America is so heavy on pillars and columns, you know, and pavement, concrete pavement like Rome. This shit was started in Rome in actuality, you know, concrete roads. This started in Rome, ancient Rome. That's what Rome, that's one of the main things Rome was known on, you know? The roads they laid out. They laid out long highways and shit like that. You see what I'm saying?
The trail.
Come on. Like, see, that's the spirit. You heard he said? Stand in the fucking trail. This shit wasn't no damn concrete pavement, but these damn devils come through and steamroll every damn thing and fuck up the earth. You see what I'm saying? Just like they did in Rome. Now again, that already is going on at this point. That already done happened. You see that? So this talking about the so-called white man coming back doing the same shit again, but in the form of what's called America now, man. Because obviously Rome ain't, you know, ruling the fucking earth for real. So what's the point? What does it go on to say? Well, it says, and he had two horns. You see that? So this is something that he has as his appearance. All right? That's to be seen. That's supposed to be cited by you. What's the two horns? Is dealing with the political party, right? The political parties of this man that he has people partake in, and they don't realize when they partake in them, right? They're helping this beast achieve his agenda. And what's the agenda? It's an agenda for all so-called white people? No. It's the agenda of the elite, because that's who really got this cracking. You know? Think about it. Yo, damn nigga, a nigga that work at Walmart ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? Who got this going on?
Exactly.
Brothers should be getting scriptures, man. You know, but keep going, bro. You finish that one more time.
Revelation 13 and 11, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and spake as a dragon. And he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth.
See that? And he exercised all the power as the beast before him.
Right.
Now, what beast was that? That was Rome, original Rome, dealing with what? Them taking over under the as the Greeks, or after the Greeks, which is still so-called white people. You know, it went damn Greeks to the Romans to now Rome 2.0, and that's the Americans. You know, that's why America is heavy in Greek culture, because it's Rome 2.0, and that's what Rome did. They took over where Greece fell. All right, but keep going.
And he exercised all the power of the first beast before him.
See?
And caused the earth.
And what did Rome do? As I said, they gave the option of voting, of choice. They gave that goddamn illusion. What was that illusion? The damn basically voting parties for people, you know? But the whole time, everything they vote on is only the options that the elite want. You know what I'm saying? Picked from. That's what's going on. Even if they give you something that don't even come to pass, that means it was just a damn lie, because it's all about this beast, you know? And it's gonna come off like, look, see, that's the spake as a lamb, you know? But, you know, or what does it say?
It says,
on that, it says, yeah.
Dragon.
Oh, he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. Right, and see, that's heavy, because who's the lamb for? The people. You see that? The horns is on the lamb. He had two horns as a lamb. That lamb was for the people. Matter of fact, to prove that, check this out. Go to John 1 and 27. Start at 29.
Okay.
Come on.
St. John chapter 1 and verse 29.
Go ahead.
It says, the next day, John seeth Yahushua coming unto him, and said, behold, the Lamb of God, which taketh away the sin of the world.
Yeah. Now, when you go into that world, it's talking about people, man. You know? It's dealing with the people of Israel. He taketh away the sins of the people. Is that the sins of the earth? No, that's the sins of the people. The people of the earth that the Lord is focused on. That's who the Israelites. You see that? So that lamb is literally for people. It's for people's benefit. So when you go back to this Revelation 3, you can understand that. That's why it's written like that. See that? One more time on that. That's it.
Revelation 13, verse 11.
But you lost it.
Revelation 13, 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb.
See? So he came off with these options as if they were for people. Hence, he had two horns like a lamb. So he comes off like he's for people, with the form of giving people these choices, these right. You got the right to vote, you know? Go ahead, man.
That's crazy.
And he spake as a dragon.
See? But the whole time, it's to bring forth wickedness, you know? It's to bring forth oppression. Because that's what that word Draco or dragon go back to. It go into Draco or Drakenum, which goes back to basically just meaning oppressive laws. You see that? Go to Isaiah 10 and 1 real quick. You know, so all this is in favor of the damn the elite, man, who's the wicked. and they just buy time, you know, through the whole idea of white supremacy. But that's not what's really going on. You got it?
Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and they write grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people.
See? So there it is, man. So woe unto him that decree unrighteous decrees, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed. See that? To turn aside the need from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people. See that widows may be to pray. And what's the last part? Now listen closely.
And that they may rob the fatherless.
See? Robbers. Ooh, just talk about this. That they may rob the fatherless. Go to Psalms 94 real quick and jump to 20.
Psalms 94, verse 20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which have framed mischief by a law?
Which have what?
Which have framed mischief by a law.
See? Which have framed mischief by a law. See?
Got some.
So they hide the look. Get that word mischief too. They hide that word. They hide that mischievousness through laws. You know, because what do people vote for? Laws.
Exactly.
That's the whole point. So they give you, oh, this is going to do this, but really it was to set this up. You know? And then they might give you something that ain't nothing they gonna even do, but they just threw it out there to suffice you.
Exactly.
And to hide the mischief that they obviously own, because they not gonna really do nothing for the people. That's why they had two horns like a lamb. They come off like they for the people, but when they actually speak, you know, actually bring forth fruit, right? Fruit of the lips, they're fucking like a dragon. They're oppressive, in other words. You got it. Go ahead.
Yeah, Khan.
You got mischief. Okay, Khan. Yep, perfect.
I'm gonna get this one real quick. Song, you can bring that up. Bring that up.
This is mischief.
The word is I'm Allah. I'm Allah.
I'm Allah.
Yep.
It says toil, trouble.
See, toil or trouble. That's hard work. Make things hard for people. Toil. You know, straits. And then it says what?
Labor.
No. Yeah.
Toil and trouble.
That's it. Toil and trouble. Toil and labor is the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Those that toil to fill, hence labor, that's the same thing. So you got toil and trouble. So they literally bring forth people to keep you jam work slaves, to keep your ass at work. See? That's crazy, man. They frame it mischief by law. They frame it, you know, goddamn sending your ass to work, keeping your ass to work, you know, working to never feel that. Get that real quick. What's that? Haggai 1:6?
Yeah, Khan.
And then bring out what you had.
Yeah, I got a few. I'm gonna get this one first.
Yeah, go ahead.
Psalms 55:21, it says, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart.
Yeah. So hold them real quick.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Haggai 1:6 says, ye have sown much and bring in little.
Yep.
Ye eat, but ye have not enough.
Why? The elite have done this. Real quick, go to Job.
Yep.
The book of Job, go to 27 and 14. 27:14. See that? See? Yep. Read through 6. Yep. Started 16, then jump up.
Yeah. Job chapter 27 and verse 16. Though he heap up silver as the dust.
Matter of fact, just jump to 13. Read through.
Yeah, this Job 27 and 13. It says, this is the portion of a wicked man with the heavenly Father.
Slow down. Go ahead.
It says, and the heritage of oppressors.
See? Whose ways we not supposed to choose. None of them. See that? So it's oppressive. It's someone that's got this shit going on. What this brother just read. Read it one more time, bro.
Haggai 1:6.
Yeah.
Ye have sown much and bring in little.
That's intentional. All white people now responsible for that. His ass there. You know what I'm saying?
No, exactly. You right amongst
He's just the face of, you know, the problem. He did that. So you got to look at these damn elite. You know, they got everybody looking at the damn just regular bum ass white people like they got all the money, stealing every damn thing, while they skate off with everything.
Yeah, with every damn thing.
And no one really get anything. You see that? One more time, bro.
Ye have sown, Haggai 1:6.
Mm-hmm.
Ye have sown much
Mm-hmm.
and bring in little.
Mm-hmm.
Ye eat.
And at the end of the day, it don't even matter. You ain't got nothing, Jake. You have so much and bring in little. You built the whole damn place. It don't even matter what the hell,
What he has got.
what the hell he got. But you need to find out what's going on, why it's like this.
Exactly.
So the Lord laying it out through all the prophets. He said, look, you have sown in much. You have sown much. You do all this work, but you bring in little. You made this much on your check, but they took that much out. You know what I'm saying? Nigga make $1,000, they take out like $500. You know what I'm saying? That shit is crazy.
And you work 50 hours a week.
To not get paid till 2 weeks later. You go to work every day and they don't pay your ass till, some of y'all salary. Go ahead, bro.
It says, Haggai 1:6, ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough.
And the point is, because they just think we just complain. The point is for you to repent and ask for the Lord to end this so we can not have it like this for us anymore. He wants you to acknowledge this so you can no longer seek to this place. So this place can no longer have a purpose now. The Lord like, they get it now, I'm gonna get them, I'm gonna end them, that's it. I got a quick one. This is just to prove that real quick. This is Amos Haslaki, Hosea 5:15. It says, I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense. It says, in their affliction, they will seek me early. See that? That's it. The Lord wants him to be a useful power, because when you read the previous verse, he says, for I will be unto Ephraim as a lion. That's the northern kingdom. That's what's going on with this ice shit. You see that? He said, I will be unto Ephraim as a lion, and as a young lion.
Are white people going to heaven?
And a young lion to the house of Judah. It says, I will tear and go away. I will take away and none shall rescue him. You see that? It ain't gonna be your money, none of that. So the Lord wants you to see like, damn, man, he right. One more time on that. All I do is work, but I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't got enough. Right? Go ahead. Now I got one more.
Haggai 1:6, ye have sown much and bring in little.
Mm-hmm.
Ye eat.
See, like that shit, they think all we say is that, because of the other duped people that's been duped by these elites. You know what I'm saying? Got everybody thinking fucked up like, nigga, we not your problem. We your resolution.
Exactly.
We the damn solution. Go ahead.
It says Haggai 1:6, ye have sown much,
Mm-hmm.
but bring in little.
Mm-hmm.
Ye eat, but ye have not enough.
Just finish the verse. Go
Ye
ahead.
drink,
Mhm.
but ye are not filled with drink.
Go ahead.
Ye clothe you,
Uh-huh.
but there is none warm.
Yeah, man. Constantly buying clothes. You ain't satisfied with none of them. It's the shit cheap. You know what I'm saying? Every little new thing they get into. H&M was a thing. Shit gone now. You know what I'm saying? Niggas thought everybody was high end. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I got the H&M, this the night. Man, that shit was some cheap bull crap, bro. They ain't high end. And then to get high end, your ass gotta go broke. Basically. Go ahead.
It says, and he that earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes.
Yeah, man. No matter what you do, it's just, it's always some shit, basically. Keep going.
Thus saith the Lord of hosts,
Uh-huh.
consider your ways.
See? So I need you to see this. It ain't for you to just hear like we complaining or I'm complaining or whining. I need you to see this, accept this, and be over this crap.
Right.
So now I can do something for you. You see that? Because he said, I'm going to go to my place until you acknowledge your offense. Meaning the Lord got the power to fix this and erase this. But he needs you to acknowledge you have a problem. Like he said, I came not to call sinners to repentance, but the good to repentance, roughly paraphrasing, but sinners. I came not to call it the healed, the whole, but those that be sick. You don't need no physician. So until your ass acknowledge that you have an issue, doctor can't heal you. You see what I'm saying? The physician can't heal you.
Because you need to know your own actions put you in a position that you're in.
Well, your actions in response to this damn devil, man. Cause for instance, here it is, we trying to do everything right we can do, and this shit still ain't right. You go home, try to make sense, and shit still fucked up. Cause the damn devil done infiltrated everybody's minds. He done got everybody. He got your kids. It's the spirit. He said, he said, look, you keep fighting. He didn't even know what he was just talking about. But that was just timing. But nonetheless, and then the first people that walked past proved the truth too. You know what I'm saying? They proved exactly what we was talking about. Hey, you think all white people are going to hell? This just off-ass perception. Like, nigga, you don't even know us. You know what I'm saying? You got people that ride past talking about some assalamu alaikum.
Right. Crazy ass shit.
This madness. But the point is, what the hell was I saying? The devil done infiltrated everybody, man. But the Lord still got control. So it ain't for you to hear just whining and complaining. It's for you to accept there's an illness, there's a sickness going on earth.
And it needs to be healed.
It needs to be healed, bro. So this is the last one I had. This is Isaiah 62:5. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. You know what I'm saying? So they always gonna say what needs to be said, despite if you like it or not. And we not, and it needs to be said. It's not whining, it's not to complain. It's to show you so you can repent, right? It says, ye that make mention of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh shall keep not silence. Rebuke them sharply. Spare not. Cry aloud. Yeah. That's how Jake hear any damn way.
Exactly.
Man,
No, exactly.
man.
Exactly.
You right, nigga. It say he gonna set a mark on the heads of the men that sign cry.
Yo.
You know? It says, and give him no rest till he establish, and it's the point, until he makes Jerusalem a praise in the earth. See that? So that's why we doing this, and this is what us crying and sighing is gonna do. That's the point of it. But you don't want to be ignorant and try to look at it like we whining and the Lord's whining. Cause a baby, unless a baby whine, the brother Amoana Gabar had said this was beautiful. What does a baby do when they in need? They cry. And that's how they get everything they need. You see what I'm saying? Just roughly paraphrasing what he said, man. That's their way of communicating to the parents. You know what I'm saying? The baby gotta cry. The Lord ain't hearing us crying, you gonna think everything good. You see what I'm saying?
No, exactly.
So that was the point, all right? But go ahead. You finished, you got it. That's it on that.
Yeah, kind.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna read what the brothers quoted too. It's on Luke chapter 5 and verse 9.
The sick thing.
Yeah, Luke 5 and 31.
You can just jump back.
It says, and Yahushua answering said unto them, they that are whole need not a physician,
Right.
but they that are sick.
See?
I came not to call the righteous, but sinners to repentance.
Yeah, so that man that got medicine, the fix to this, he ain't gonna fix your situation when he comes with the fixing in the medicine. You gonna stay fucked up. You gonna die with this place that, thought it was good. You know what I'm saying? But that was good bring out to prove it to those that never, that ain't heard that, man. Go ahead. Let's go back.
Yeah, the scripture we got past the point, so I'll hold it.
No, I'm talking about what you was originally holding. Because we already read this. We was just reading something.
Okay.
You had something before you just jumped to that loop. And no, we not past those points. They just wait. All the ones that you said you got a few. Just hold those to the end. I'm gonna just pass it there.
Yeah, kind.
So let's go back to where we was. We already read that. I think you had them.
I don't think we didn't bring out this one.
No, we read that. We got 13.
Wow.
I remember that was the wide gate.
Oh, yeah.
So we ain't got to force. Just keep the flow. Throw the flow off like that.
I got the Corinthians.
I know we didn't get back to the Psalm 64 yet.
No, we ain't got back to Psalm 64 yet.
We got the 2 Corinthians 4.
Proverbs
4.
Proverbs 3 and Proverbs 16.
16, 25. It was one we read before Proverbs 16, 25. It was the one you jumped to that the brother was going to get.
Where did I jump to? Luke. Not Luke, it was St. John.
You're a reader, bro. You got to know that. I don't know.
Yeah, it was St. John 1 in like 20.
No, we been read that. If you remember we was reading, he said we were supposed to hold on to the Yahushua and Shalom and not this damn devil. The forges of lies. Yeah, that's a good scripture. Job 13 and 4 says, ye are forges of lies, ye are all physicians of no value. Exactly, man. Meaning these people can't do nothing for you. It was another one we was reading that goes with that what we was just basically getting to with Haggai. You had Haggai 1, and while you was reading Haggai, you had something next to him. Because we went to Haggai off of you.
His words were smoother than butter.
No, bro, it's what I called, not none of what you called. The one that you was holding something. We got Haggai 1.
Yeah, Salaki, I got it.
What you got? What is it?
Job 27.
Yeah, exactly.
Salaki.
Start at 13.
Yep. Job chapter 27 and verse 13. It says, this is the portion of a wicked man
Yep.
with God
Yep.
and the heritage of oppressors,
Yep.
which they shall receive of the Almighty.
Yep. So there it is, man. So it's gonna be an oppressor. This way, who has the ways, he has nothing but ways we ain't supposed to choose none of. All right, keep going. Point in 16.
Verse 14, it says, if his children be multiplied.
Yeah, and how is he oppressed? We got oppressed based off the words you got from what? Psalms 94. You read the word mischief, I believe it was. And the word mischief was what? I'm Allah, which meant what? Toil, trouble, and labor, right? So basically oppression. You see what I'm saying? And we got an example of it with Haggai 1, which was what? How we do all this toiling, you know what I'm saying? All this labor and we don't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? And then we the face of all jokes, so forth and so on. And then he created a fucked up situation, raiding us and all this crazy stuff. But it's really the Lord doing it through his, this the Lord allowing this evil through this damn devil that he created just to do evil shit. So it makes sense. You see what I'm saying? He created him to be the wicked. The Lord like, you do wrong, you reap what you sow. You doing wicked, evil shit gonna happen to you. You doing evil shit gonna happen to you. So I was just gonna let this devil get y'all ass, As far as that, I'll let him go before it disrupt what I wanna actually do and prove to y'all. You see what I'm saying? And that's about it, man. But go ahead.
Yeah, Job 27 and 14. If his children be multiplied.
And again, he hide all that through what the brother read in that Psalms 94, which is what he framed as what? Mischief by a law. You see what I'm saying? By a law. Going back into what we actually was getting into at the core of it all, which was what? The option of voting. The ways of, you know what I'm saying? Which is supposedly for the people.
Exactly.
Voting, going to a town hall is supposed to fix the cities, the towns'
issues.
Yeah. Who presented that thinking? This damn devil. And Jake into that. You got it? All these people are.
Yep. Job 27 and 14. If his children be multiplied, it is for the sword.
Yep.
And his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread.
But get to the point, and he did this for the point of him coming up. This is how this man is an oppressor. You see that? This is how he's an oppressor, bro. This how. Go ahead.
It says, those that remain of him shall be buried in death, and his widows.
That's heavy. Those that remain of him shall be buried in death. And that kind of trickled down to the rest of the Edomites. You know what I'm saying? They buried in death. While the elite try to escape. And that's heavy because we were talking about specifically how Rockefeller, out of all his siblings he probably had, he was the only one that really got it cracking for that Rockefeller, so-called Rockefeller family. You see what I'm saying? I'm sure he had uncles, you know what I'm saying? Things like that. He was the only one to really get it cracking. His mama didn't do it, his daddy didn't do it. He was just this particular individual that's different from all of his family and all of his race. You see what I'm saying? That's why there's only so many elites, just like it's only so many elects. You know? So though you got these rich, you know, devils that's living it up, like the Jordan Belforts, Wolf of Wall Streets, you know what I'm saying? They got businesses, they probably got some, you know, a couple millions and things like that. That ain't no different from the people of our people that supposedly, you know,
got a little something.
Yeah, rappers and ball players and got a little money and business owners. They still ain't shit. They still low level. It's a big difference between us and them. Just like you should see it's a big difference between just regular white people that got some little money and stuff like that and the elite. Regular ball players just, man, yeah, I got this car, I got that car, but
Right.
he, you know,
Right.
he don't want immortality.
Yeah.
He don't want to run everything. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to run the world. You see that with regular white people versus the elite of the white people. You know what I'm saying? They want immortality, literally. They want to run the whole fucking earth.
And other shit.
They want to go to the other planets. You see that difference between us and the rappers and the Michael Jordans,
Right.
the Tiger Woods, the Oprahs. We want immortality. We want to run the whole earth and branch out. You see what I'm saying? We want everything we can have. We want to know everything. You know what I'm saying? We actually trying to find Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Guess what? The elite are too.
Exactly. Yep.
They literally trying to do that
To the
shit.
point they send a damn telescope out
Yeah.
searching for them.
The James Webb.
Exactly. And say that those of our people, they don't even want to run the industries they part of.
Yeah, they don't want to run nothing. Jake is like, yeah, I want her too, cause all the industry, she the new chick, she the it girl. You know, he had her, I got her now. You know, he got a Wraith, I got a Wraith. You know what I'm saying? All that bullshit. And crackers got that amongst them too, so you have to see
exactly,
this.
Exactly. It's the same shit.
You got it, bro.
Obviously, just a certain amount of money, you know, and a couple nice cars and some women, and they're content.
Yeah. I'll give you a proof of this. These niggas get all this bread, and the most they can do is make a room dedicated to shoes. Like they mind don't go further than shit. Like these ones got all the money in the world, but they bring you to their crib. The first thing they go show you is their shoe closet. So they don't want shit.
Bunch of cars and shit.
And they don't even try to.
It's Jake in the hood who got shoe closet. Like that shit ain't even like if you got that kind of money, what is a shoe closet? But they not thinking that far, which is the point, you know? They don't think beyond what is nothing. What is to be considered, given to consider. Better say.
Yeah, that's the spirit. See what they say? Scale of no kings protest.
Wow.
It's a no kings protest going on.
That's crazy.
Shit is crazy. It's an evening briefing.
Ain't nobody trying to be kings. Nobody trying to rule.
Hopefully it's not reverse.
These conversations all the time, they talk about how why don't the NBA players make their own, league? Why don't it just they don't want it.
It says, money's
No
not
kings
coming.
protest.
To a nigga guard, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
They got so much power to create a lot of beautiful things. Create
That's the thing they missing though. You said power, they don't got power.
like
I know what you're saying.
resources, yeah.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. They don't got power.
Not power exactly, but the resources to make things. Nations be able to actually build big families, and all the money go, just wasted. Going back to that scripture, riches are not comely for a nigger.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, this back to the Job chapter 27 and verse 16. It says, though he heap up silver as the dust.
See, this is what the oppressors doing. How they oppressing? By constantly got us working for them, rich and them. Go to real quick Bible shot, Exodus 1 and jump to 12. I want to say it is 1.
Exodus 1 and 11. Therefore, they did set over them taskmasters to afflict them with their burdens.
See? With their burdens, to get people on their agenda, get their agenda achieved. That's why they threw the political party out here. That's why they threw all these ways for people to take. Every way you take is gonna make the elite get rich. Cause look, they took over the colleges. So if you go to college as a way to come up, right? And that's the way they laid out, but it's only to put in their pocket, guess what? You only fighting for their cause. You know what I'm saying? If you keep going to the medical facilities of this damn devil, farmer, guess what? That allows him to keep heaping up unto him all the actual herbs and things. You see what I'm saying? And it just makes sure it's just him on the earth, because all y'all dying. That's the point of all of that stuff. All right? Because they don't actually take none of the shit that they prescribe to people. That was Rockefeller's plan. This nigga runs the school system. He started the school system. He started these colleges and their curriculum as you know it today. He runs the goddamn medical facility industry. Go ahead, bro.
And they don't drink none of those sodas or eat.
Oh yeah, that's low level shit.
You know, but
no, you're right. You're right. You gotta throw that out there.
None of the foods, they got their own special stuff. Like just like with the herbs, it's the same case with the regular food.
That's for the rats. You got like 3 classes of races. You know what I'm saying? For one race, you got the elite of them. You know, the ones that like, you know, middle class, fake. Them the ones that won't, but they don't really got it. But you know, and they ain't really on nothing. So they probably got like, you know, maybe some M's. Because in reality, if you knew how much there was to actually get, you would esteem yourself to a higher standard. You see what I'm saying? Because a nigga that got, like, for instance, they say Dame Dash broke, but he got millions to his name. But he fucking broke. Because why? Because people compare him to what he could have. But people don't do that in the grand, you know, in the overall spectrum with everything. So that's middle class, right? Everybody that's on that level, basically what they call middle class, which really ain't no class. It's really elite. You either got it or you don't. You either rich or you poor. You know what I'm saying? Because if you got a few millions, you still live a life to where you can go broke. You know? If you can't live above your means, that means you ain't running nothing. You see that? Right. The elite can live above their means. The only thing I gotta do is keep up lies and keep robbing and beating up people. You know what I'm saying? But then you got the low class of people. To every race, I believe is this: the elite of them, the middle class, so-called, which is the bougie fake niggas, the wannabes. Then you got the outright poor. That's who eating and drinking that shit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna really find a nigga that got M's going to McDonald's like that. Right. You see what I'm saying? Unless they just don't feel like it. Because they'll do that too, because they not shit either. But they usually really go out to eat, get the best dishes and stuff like that, trying to look like they the elite, and they not.
No, not at all. They don't have a chef type shit come in sometime type shit.
These ball players ain't the elite. You know what I'm saying?
At all. At all.
I don't want to be able to count my money, bro. I don't even want to be able to count it, you know? Straight up. If I can count it, I ain't got enough. I want to be able to just pull, and it's just, you know what I'm saying?
Fucking money phones and shit.
Yeah, this all his money right here on his ear.
He pulled out to go take the picture, put back, and probably in his face.
It's like the scriptures say. It say money grow, surely money groweth itself wings, and you know it fly away.
Then it's all ones.
Exactly.
It's all 5s or some shit. You know, it's all 20s. Niggas be doing that. The 20s the new ones. Niggas in the hood, you a little ass nigga. Nigga got, you know, a big bill over a bunch of ones. And now when you niggas grown, they got, you know, just a bunch of 20s.
Right.
Maybe some 10s if they, you know, they goofy, you know. It ain't a damn hundreds and up, and only hundreds is an issue. You know what I'm saying? 50s, that's it. But really, all that shit's some bullshit because it's not even money, you know?
And then like you said before, they got the Edomite face on it. So you flexing it with this man's face on it, and then it really, looking at it with a real eye, you know, you flexing that you in captivity.
Mm-hmm.
Look how much he gave me.
That's why the Lord Yahushua, he said, render unto Caesar what is his.
While he go get the real money.
Exactly.
And ain't none of this shit really his. The shit is, that literally that's the stuff that got his face on it. Because he said, whose subscription is this? That nigga gold ain't his.
Right.
Now look at this. He got you getting things with his subscription on it, right? But what does that say?
Yeah, kind. It's a lot. This Job chapter 27 and 16, though he heap up silver as the dust.
Not things with his subscription on it.
Right.
They're not stacking
Exactly.
FRNs. Esau don't got a vault full of FRNs. He goes to countries and be like, here, give me that. They got all gold. He get them that for this shit. You know what I'm saying? And he swap it out.
He gonna print that shit out.
Yeah.
He gonna print it out, and then he go here. You know, it's crazy.
Nigga threw his back out for a bunch of,
It's crazy.
that shit is crazy, bro.
You gotta really realize, like
And never go take that money that you can go buy a bunch. It really ain't nothing you can't buy with FRNs right now.
Right.
Currently.
Exactly.
But you never go turn it to actual money.
Exactly.
You just keep sitting on FRNs. Then you lose all those and you don't got
You
nothing.
don't got shit for it.
And the value on that never goes up. It goes
Always
down.
goes down.
Gold
Always.
goes up. Actual money goes up. The dollar loses its value every year because the damn veil the cash covering over all people is being lifted more and more every year.
Right.
So it's like every year, that's not money. That's really not money. Yeah, that's really not money. Yeah, you know that wasn't money, right? It was definitely not money. Yo, what the fuck is this? And then eventually, chip, That's why they gotta come with the chip, because if they let the dollar just completely go to zero, how do you get back to the table to get people to barter with you? So they're gonna try to make this genius and be like, nah, we ain't dropping that before it just collapsed. We're not dropping it because it collapsed, because they will do this before it collapsed.
Right. That's how you know it's coming.
They gotta do it, because if they let it collapse,
That ain't shit.
we know this the devil.
Exactly. Yeah.
People gonna know, like, nah, you only doing that because, like, we ain't,
This shit already collapsed. What we got to do with this?
fuck I'm gonna do with a chip. Oh, you can start your car with it. Oh, you can
Open your door.
let me know where you going with it. You know what I'm saying? The fuck? You can't buy or sell without that. He gonna rerun the same script he did with the FRNs, basically. While and that's who, the elite. While he what?
Yeah, kind. It says, Job 27 and 16, though he heap up silver as the dust.
Heap up silver as the dust, man. More silver come of the earth, gold come of the earth. While the elite get that, they got people chasing FRNs. Something that's losing value every dang day. It ain't even every year at this point. Go ahead.
Yep.
Your dollar loses value every year. No stuff.
Fucking paper.
Go ahead.
It says, and prepare raiment as the clay.
Because it can become clear every day it's not money. We getting closer and closer to people waking up. Go ahead. And that's why people mad. And then he's so much of a devil, he don't even let everybody get an FRN. FRN's for everybody.
Right. Hell no.
Niggas killing over that shit.
Exactly.
I earned 5,000 FRNs. You want to touch it and tell me I owe you some of them. When it already ain't money. Who did that? The elite bakers. See? And then they but notice, they run all the money, right? But they ain't put none of their faces on it. You gonna see Rockefeller face, you gonna see Rothschild face.
See the president.
So, man,
The puppets.
another part of it, exactly. Another part of the program, the system.
Niggas that got exposed over the years. Thomas Jefferson got exposed. Was it Thomas and Jefferson? Andrew Jackson got exposed. You know what I'm saying? He owned slaves. George Washington got exposed.
Exactly.
Abraham Lincoln got exposed. The list goes on. Andrew Grant, what's his name? Yeah, Andrew Grant. Then 100 is Thomas Jefferson, right?
Benjamin.
You got Thomas Jefferson,
that's
Thomas
20.
Edison, Thomas. Franklin is Ben. I've been getting that confused. Benjamin Franklin.
He wasn't even a damn president.
And that's probably what the hell I'm thinking of, because he looked like dude. Matter of fact, pull up Benjamin Franklin and pull up Thomas Edison.
Benjamin Franklin, so-called.
Get an image of Thomas Edison
electricity.
and get an image of damn Benjamin Franklin.
Benjamin Franklin.
It's like the same face, you know? Because every time I look at it, I think Thomas Edison. So that's Benjamin Franklin, right? You got Thomas Edison. Type in kite. And then after that, try Jefferson.
Kite, what's that?
Yeah. He basically had.
That's his ass.
Right.
That's his ass. The kite shit. That's him. That's why I say he wasn't even the president.
Right. So what the fuck? Let me see. He had the kite dealing with electricity, right?
Yeah, that's his ass.
But Thomas Edison. Hold on.
Right, no, I get,
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Thomas Edison, Thomas Edison dealt with the
Light bulb.
he
The electricity.
Yeah, more electricity.
It ain't even fuck the light bulb.
Yeah, electricity.
He
Electricity.
discovered electricity, right?
That's why your shit calm ed.
This was taught before Tesla. Tesla didn't become a thing till like 2011.
Yeah, some new shit.
When they started driving the car, right? And they still don't give him
they
that
still
credit.
don't talk about his ass.
Right?
No, right.
Nikola Tesla, right? But anyway, so Thomas Edison is supposedly responsible for, you say the light bulb, but basically electricity, but then you got Benjamin Franklin who fucking, what? He was the one that actually discovered it though, right?
As they say, yeah. The nigga with the...
Because Louis Latimer, he made the filament in the light bulb. So it really wasn't his, like, all them niggas stole that shit.
That's it. None of them inventions was theirs.
Because they never talk about like the devices that was made upon electricity. It's always who made electricity. You know what I'm saying?
Benjamin.
So it's Benjamin, right?
Benjamin. This is an AI
But
overview.
this is why I always get them confused with this nigga.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Shit crazy. Even though I know it's Benjamin, counting the Benjamins,
Exactly.
Ben Frank, all that. But I always think when looking at him of that, because like you just said, he wasn't even the president. So what the fuck is that?
And this nigga on $100 bill.
And he didn't discover electricity.
Exactly.
So like I said, because the original point was what? That's a lesson in itself. Like I said, the original statement was what? None of their faces on it, but everybody's faces that got put on it got exposed. Every single one. Nigga wasn't even the president. You got Thomas, who the hell is?
Thomas Jefferson.
Yeah, him, Thomas Edison, and Benjamin Franklin. Keep going, bro. That's it. That's it on that. You got it.
Job 27:16. Though he heap up silver as the dust and prepare raiment as clay.
That's
They
crazy.
nigga that Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, like, this is crazy. Like, because he sold, look, all this stuff we sit here talking about and believe or not believe, but you get what I mean? Like,
We know
that's his curriculum.
Yeah.
Why he was doing this.
Exactly, all the time. Exactly.
The elite.
This shit going out. This is their own storybook going out. Like
And it's all lies.
Their history is literally a storybook, but they try to present the Bible as if it's a storybook.
Washington, see Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln.
These niggas even carved out a mountain with some decoys.
Because Thomas Jefferson was a president, right?
Thomas Jefferson.
Or what the hell he do?
Jefferson,
Everything we knew was a damn lie.
Jefferson on the dub, I believe. Yeah, he was a president. That's his ugly mug.
You got Andrew Jackson and then Grant. Grant is on the 50, right?
Yep, I think he was like a war general or some shit. He's probably a
Man,
president too.
y'all
Type
that-
shit. The
It's
fake shit.
supposed to be
the
presidents.
fake
You know what I'm saying?
shit. Yeah, Thomas Jefferson.
They've been winging this shit.
His ass on the dub.
Right, that's the dub. And then you got Grant who on the 50.
Ulysses, I think.
So I'm about to say, like, I know I ain't tripping. So you got Edison. So why the fuck?
Yeah, he was a president too, and he on the 50. Ulysses S. Grant,
Yeah.
18th president, commanding general too. Civil War type shit.
Man, all that shit irrelevant. There wasn't no damn war. George Washington was in a damn war. They were supposedly presidents though. You know?
He a so-called president.
Yeah, it's supposed to be all presidents, but you just said Thomas Edison.
Benjamin Franklin ass.
Thomas Edison, he wasn't a damn president, man. You know? He on there because he discovered electricity, you know? But Thomas Edison invented the light bulb. That's a damn lie. Lewis Latimer did that. You know? He was a Jake. These motherfuckers some liars, bro. We invented the stoplight, all that shit. But anyway, man, you finished that verse?
No, there's more.
Go ahead.
Yep. Job 27
Damn double, bro.
in verse 16. Though he heap up silver as the dust and prepare raiment as the clay.
Now, how is he able to heap all this unto him? Because while they're doing that, we talking about this shit that they threw out here. They own the media and everything. Why they they don't even know they exist.
Right.
Because they ain't putting their face out here. No one knows them, you know? Get that real quick. Sirach 19, it says, where he is not known, he will do a mischief. You know? You got it? You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Yeah,
you got it?
Job 27 and 17.
Sirach 19.
He may prepare it.
It's a 19th chapter.
It say he may prepare it, but the just shall put it on,
Towards the end.
and the innocent shall divide the silver.
Yep.
That
Go
was
ahead.
the point, though.
Sirach 19 and 27,
We're going to read that on time.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead.
casting down his countenance
Uh-huh.
and making it as if he heard not,
Yep. See?
where he is not known, he will do thee a mischief before thou be aware.
Yeah, man. And it's crazy because you would catch, if you knew the elite, sometimes you would catch them, like in New York. They've been caught a couple
yeah,
times.
Yeah, like out, yeah.
Certain family members.
Little family members. Oh, that's
And
the
they
donut.
played dumb, like,
Uh-huh.
you know? Like, what are you talking about? We're like, what the fuck? Ain't that damn, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What's it called? Rothschild right there?
Exactly.
Because, you know, that's where the 1% live. They got cribs in New York and shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, where he not known, he would do a mischief. So basically, that's why they play the background. Because now they can, you know, not be known and heap up all this stuff because they not known about. They whereabouts, nothing. They ain't putting themselves out here. They ain't telling you they got all the money. They don't even want you to think they run
They
everything.
don't even want you to think they exist.
That's why they got all these, you got the LLC, which you put under yeah, that's what I was going to, is it trust?
Yeah, trust.
Get right now, trust fund.
Trust fund, baby.
Yeah, they put it under a damn trust fund, and that basically limits, that prevents you from being able to get to the limited liability that's no longer on them because they got an LLC or some shit like that. You see what I'm saying? That's that. So when you go into a lot of these companies, you can't really find out who own it unless you really like break down like that this is owned by another company that owned by this company. That's the original company that he owned. Then you get to look up and see who owned that company. And you be like, damn, they own this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how they do it. And then Jake think they teaching you something when they get on the fucking internet. You gotta take this, and you gotta put this on this, and you gotta get the S Corp, and you do this, and then the government can't come and get you because you envying the oppressor's ways. But nigga, that shit played out because it's known about now. They already ran that lick, bro. So go ahead.
Yep. Job 27 and 16.
Simple ass, man.
Though he heap up silver as the dust and prepare raiment as the clay, he may prepare it, but the just shall put it on, and the innocent shall divide the silver.
Yeah, man. So though they doing all this, the elite, that is, the elect gonna be able to see all of this. They gonna give it all to us, man. You know, and you Jake's gonna die with them. Hence you gonna literally not get rich and you gonna die trying.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You ain't gonna get rich and die trying. You gonna not
Not
get
get
rich
rich and die trying.
and die fucking trying, bro. You know? That's a lesson right there. Not get rich
And die trying.
but die trying.
But that's right. That's fucked up.
That's it. You got it. You bring out whatever. We can end on the ones you had.
Yeah, kind.
Let's get real quick. Romans 11 and 7. Yeah, you got it.
Romans 11 and 7
Yeah, we just end on the ones you got.
says,
You got it.
what then? Israel hath not obtained
You got
that
it.
which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded.
There you go, man. So yeah, the Jake not. When this devil go down, you gonna go down. Cause the Lord's gonna sweep away the refuge of lies, man. All this crap that these people hide behind, even you damn Edomites out there. And I'll end it there. You can go to Isaiah 19. you know, because the Lord said this place is gonna go down, man. Matter of fact, go to Isaiah 13, start at 11 real quick. You know, all these, you got, you know, a lot of white people trying to act like they got money and they ain't got that shit for real, bro. The Bible don't say y'all all got it like that. It just say this Esau world. But these, what you gotta understand, the elite, they're so ruthless and reckless and really in their Edomite bag to where other Edomites can't really have shit.
No, exactly. Exactly. It ain't enough to fucking share. They not trying to share.
So when you understand that, hence because the elite run the earth, Job 9:24, you will then know, okay, y'all don't really got nothing either. And then you will understand why all these white people coming out saying they the devil, they tired of other white people, so forth and so on. You get it. Because they, you know, the elite different, bro, just like the elect different. You got it.
Isaiah 13:11, and I will punish the world for their evil,
See?
and the wicked for their iniquity.
Go ahead.
And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease.
See? Ain't gonna be no more white girls trying to, her whole family broke, and she just got whatever from her grandma or her dad, you know what I'm saying? And she just took that money. She fuck around, took her family was probably dumb enough to believe the whole college shit. They gave her ass 110,000, you know. Somebody probably, you know, they got it like that in their little community.
Yeah, they
somebody
got,
wrote her
yeah.
a check or some shit.
Yeah.
She went and bought a Mercedes. That, a lot of that's going on, dog. Because you got to think, like, the elite only running the earth, like, you know. That's why they the most mad. Trump, like, we got to keep the damn white people of America, these damn white people happy, man, because
That's all he doing.
we got to get the immigrants out and,
Exactly.
you know.
He think it's them holding them back from being so-called,
Who?
not he, but the people.
He's using, yeah.
Yeah,
He's speaking to the people that believe that,
right.
you know, that the news is putting out here through who? The damn elite, you know. But a lot of these journalists ain't connected. A lot of these news outlets is not connected to the elite either. You gotta know which ones is. It's really the mainstream ones. Unless you hear about a company get bought out, it's not really controlled by the elite. You know the elite run TV. You see what I'm saying? Because they're going to get in where it's control be had at, you know? So, you know, they bought out most of these networks. Like, who you think own Paramount? That's out Cali, I believe that is. That's owned by some, what's that nigga name that owned Viacom? And Viacom is owned by them.
Soros?
Hell no.
Soros.
His name is Summer Redstein. Yeah.
Yeah,
He the one that got on Nick Cannon ass.
Yeah.
Viacom own damn near every network.
Other network, yeah.
The nigga name Summer Red. Look it up real quick. Summer Redstein. Then you got it. You know. So this man gonna perish when Jake gonna perish when this man perish.
Redstone.
Yep.
That's his name.
Summer. Yeah, he died. His daughter owned that shit now. What's his name?
Summoner Redstone.
Yeah, who owns Viacom? Look that up. You know, these devils run everything. And then you gotta look up what Viacom owns. You know, this been going into, you know, I done went into this a bunch of times, me personally. But yeah,
It says
what you got?
the majority owner of Viacom is
Yeah.
Sumner Redstone.
Yeah, which is owned by his daughter now. Now, if you go into these companies, you're not gonna see he own them until you see the companies that own the companies we talking about is owned by him originally. All right, keep going, bro.
Yeah,
Let's
go
bring
on.
out what you got.
Yeah, Con.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it
No,
go.
keep
yeah,
going,
exactly,
bro.
exactly.
That's it. That's it. That's all you got. That's all you got.
Oh yeah.
That's it. Okay. What you got? Well, he just guess what he got.
No, I'm talking about the holding companies and stuff you went on to say.
Not that shit. Redstone. Yeah, right there. Controlling. Read those three.
Yeah, Con. Yeah, so I put in who owns Viacom in the AI overview, and the bullet points say the holding company is National Amusements Inc. It says owns
So
a
they
majority.
changed that name in recent time because it's been getting out that the Jews run everything, which this family is a Jewish family.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
Yep, and it says
Which is why Nick Cannon got in trouble because that
was on
family
their- on their
owns
network.
MTV, which is owned by Viacom, which they own. So simply they own MTV, but they hide the fact that they own it, right, through it being owned by Viacom, who got their name basically changed now. Because I think is it say it's a company that owns Viacom, or is it Viacom that got this name changed?
Viacom is owned by this holding company.
Right. So they put Viacom under a damn company now. You see that? Because we know directly that Summer Redstone, you know, hence he an Edomite. He, you know, he kind of up there with the elite, right? He directly owns Viacom. So they put it under another holding company. You see what I'm saying? But go ahead. What's this called? NIA. That's some new shit though. You got it?
Yep. And it says they own a majority of voting interest in the company.
Hold on. Say it again. They own what?
Majority voting interest
Right.
in the company.
Yeah, because that's the whole. That's why Jake giving the illusion of voting, because voting does control like what. Voting is another word for basically saying, say so. What is it gonna be? You know, but like they tell you, your vote don't count though.
Right.
It's not that voting don't work. It's your vote ain't actually counted.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
what the fuck they voted to be. You know what I'm saying? They already select who the president gonna be. And the president is not even controlled by the people. It's controlled by the goddamn, was it the electoral count or some shit like that?
Yeah.
That ain't got nothing to do with the people.
Exactly.
So they don't even count their damn vote. You got it?
And it's go on and say
And I ain't ever voted in my life, thank God. You got it?
and it says controlling family.
Never tried to. You got it?
So it's a controlling family, even though it's a holding company. It says the Redstone family, led by, as the brother said, Sherry Redstone, which
Yeah.
would be
His daughter.
Sumner's daughter.
Yeah.
It says has control through NAI.
So it tells you they made a company to own the actual company that owns all these other companies. Why? Because it's harder to know that they own it. It's for you to be able to get to them even. It's to make it harder for you to be able to get to them.
So they has directly.
You know, yeah, more.
Yep.
That's why they do that. That's why you don't know they run nothing. You got it?
It says
'Cause you're
company
gonna be
name.
like, oh, who own? You're gonna be like, who own MTV? It's gonna say MIA or NIA. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But then you be like, and then you stop there. And then if you do look, it's gonna say Viacom. Then you gotta look up who own Viacom. You see what I'm saying? Then you gotta look up and see what all look that up. What all Viacom owns. You know? Go ahead.
Yep. And it says they had a company name change. Viacom and CBS merged
See,
in 2019.
Viacom and CBS merged. So that means the Redstone family owns CBS. See that? They run CBS.
Bring it out.
So they're not, are we telling you they putting together the shows, they making the graphics, they on there acting, being the actors, and you know what I'm saying? They directly talking to the people that's on the damn show? No. They control what that network put out. So whatever comes out ain't put out without they damn say so. Go ahead. That's it, Mahar?
A little bit more.
You got it?
It says Viacom and CBS merged in 2019 to form
Not
Viacom.
CBS, TV. Go ahead.
It says which was named
So
Paramount.
I keep one eye open like CBS. You know? That bullshit. Go ahead.
It says which was renamed Paramount Global in 2022.
And that's what I said. Paramount stretches like over 20 miles in California. Damn near. You know? That's how big that and Paramount deals with what? Movies. So when he tell you the fucking Jews run Hollywood, these are facts. I lived in Cali. I used to drive past that shit all the time, bro. This owned by one family that owns all of this. You see, Nick Cannon ain't said shit since, right?
Nothing.
Go ahead. And Paramount is it's a network building where movies is shot. So it's a production set.
Yeah.
So that means networks or shows that's gonna be produced on MTV, they'll go work there. That's what that means. You know what I'm saying? So where the hell do you think, matter of fact, look that up when you get done. What's the production set of MTV's Wildin' Out? But finish what you got first.
Yeah, and the current status is the last thing I'll read. It says Paramount Global has now merged with Skydance Media to form Paramount Skydance Corporation.
Now Skydance is some new shit. Now you got to get into what Skydance is associated with, so you can really see how much influence they probably really got right now in the current times. What you got? So what Viacom own?
Viacom, now officially named Paramount Global,
Yep.
owns a wide variety of media assets, including the Paramount Film Studio,
See?
There you go.
the CBS.
So he owned that whole shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just one thing. Go ahead.
The CBS Entertainment Group.
They own CBS. So when they say that merger bullshit, that's code word for they bought that. You know what I'm saying? Because they still own this company, but they merged with another company. How they still own this company? They do own it. They just own this one too. But they ain't gonna tell you they buying everything up, hence monopolizing, like Monopoly. So they gonna say they merged. Like then, you know, we get money with other people. No, y'all not. Go ahead. Y'all fucking liars.
And numerous television networks.
See, and numerous. Now we can get into different networks. So what you think one of the networks is? It's MTV. See? Go ahead.
Like MTV,
See?
Nickelodeon,
Nickelodeon. It's ran by the same family.
and Comedy Central.
Look at that. Why you think Dave Chappelle disappeared? See? Why you know what I'm saying? Why you think Dave Chappelle disappeared? Because he was on Comedy Central. So where the hell do you think Dave Chappelle was shooting at? If we own networks like CBS, or not networks, hell, shit, we own, if we own CBS, we own networks like goddamn MTV, Nickelodeon, and Comedy Central. But look, these are places where shows and actors got to be able to act out the show, right? They just gonna come shoot it at the place I own, which is Paramount. You see that? See that? So where the hell you think Dave Chappelle, you know, was shooting them shows at, those skits at? Go ahead. You found it?
It's crazy.
You got more? We don't bring out too much.
BET also included.
Of course.
Yep.
BET is owned by the same people that MTV.
Black Entertainment.
Yeah. See that? So that means they own the BET Awards. See? Why you think Nick Cannon shut the fuck up? You see? Go ahead.
It is like crazy. It's
If you can look up one more, just look up where MTV, or that's what you looking at.
Yeah.
Look up where we cool. Don't even worry about it. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. So initially, it is. I searched where is Wild 'N Out recorded, but it's gonna tell you it's recorded in Atlanta, and it's telling you the studio is owned by Tyler Perry. And Nick Cannon owns the show, but when you go deeper into it, it says MTV Entertainment Studios.
Mm-hmm.
So ultimately,
So where the hell you think that shot at?
exactly.
If MTV is owned by the same company that owns Paramount Production Set.
Yep.
So, you know, you gotta think, first of all, Wild 'N Out has a history. Remember they was on TV originally, went off air, and then they came back.
Right.
So what time period? Because remember, Tyler Perry got the story of being a homeless man so many years ago. So he just truly came up.
Right. Yeah. So this is
Because he wrote those plays when he was fucking homeless. He ain't had no money then. Why you think it was in the, you know? Remember the Medea shows?
them
The
shits
old
was-
ones?
shits was like
Not the TV bullshit.
the plays.
Yeah. Nigga ain't had no money, man. You got it.
Yeah, so it says that was from 2018 to 2021.
See?
But it tell you MTV.
Wild 'N Out go way back,
yeah.
further than that.
Oh, yeah, way further back.
Wild 'N Out was going on when I was in high school. I ain't graduated no goddamn 2018. Go ahead.
Yep. So it says MTV Entertainment Group itself is a
Fucking liars, bro.
is a
What
subsidiary.
you reading? Wikipedia?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit. Niggas probably edit that shit. You have to do actual
Yeah, no,
research.
you can't really get none because I didn't get none initially because it said some bullshit basically.
That's all good.
But it still tell you that MTV Entertainment Studios is a subsidiary of Paramount.
Yep. Of course. you're gonna save money. You know what I'm saying? Not gonna go shoot it at somebody else set, for we already got our
Yeah,
set.
they got it set already.
Wait, you know what? All the shows that we own on this, that's gonna be shot on this network, here, you guys just shoot it here. And that's how they keep control.
You said it's how long?
What?
So you said it's like long?
It's like 20 years, like
This shit a
that
compound.
shit like from
Yeah.
here to, like it's like looking at that block as far as you can see there to like all the way down there, and then they wrap around.
It makes sense because they need space for all the people they own to come shoot on their joint.
It's paramount, bro.
Yeah,
You know?
Shit's
Shit's serious. It's California, it's Hollywood. But anyway, you want to go to get them scriptures or not?
lie.
All right, so Lord willing, you learn something, call Allah, Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Wahara Kadash.
One more time.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem.
Kadash. And we just gonna go Ba'ashem.
Ba'ashem. So Yahweh,
Yeah.
Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai,
All right.
Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Yeah, we ain't talking about it. But anyway, call Allah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kadash. All right. So till next time we say a Baba Ball.
A Baba Bar.
Baba Ball.
A Baba Bar.
Till next time, Shalom.
Shalom.